That right there was the moment where, despite having everything set up properly, I didn't unplug and re-plug in my microphone. So it was all having the nice intro and the blizzard and everything like that. All wasn't worth it in the end because my microphone. So there we go. Right then, let me just turn down the intro music here. Let's just yeah, there we go. Get a little bit of a backhand blizzard going. So, how are we doing, chat? We doing okay? We're doing good? Hopefully well. Good morning to Mr. Born Evil. It's actually 2:30 in the afternoon, and I've just woken up. Bear with me. Yeah, basically, I should be at work today, but I have had a nice little dose of food poisoning, or diarrhea, as it's otherwise known. So yeah, I've been basically last night I was shitting for England, and now I'm catching up on the sleep that I lost through just fucking purging my fucking arsehole over the course of the last like 8-9 hours, which has been great. So here we are. I'm fucking playing some of this what I swear on my life was called Vigilante Flame, as a few people in chat did, but the Steam page calls it the Vigilante Flame, so I have no idea. Yeah, I've got pot noodle arse, exactly. So yeah, we're going to jump into the Vigilante Flame update, or Vigilant Flame, whichever it well is, and yeah, we'll have a quick play and see what's going on. How you doing, Hextop? We've got a few familiar faces in chat. We've got React, J-Bar, we've got Junior, we got in fact, you're all fucking familiar faces at this point. Lemberg, fucking Lemberg's here. Good. Let's give the old stream a quick refresh here. There we are. God, we've already got 100 of you. What's going on? Excellent. Right, so let's get into the game. So in theory, again, if Joe's professional self has set everything up properly, I can turn off the blizzard, I can tab into the game, and I can click game scenes, and you should be here with me. There you go, look at that. Oh, it's almost like it's professionally done. Game Shorts, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy your emotes. Right then, let's get over to the main menu and get into the game here. So this is build 1.34. Don't ask me what it was before. There's now a Long Dark newsletter. So let's go on to survival mode and resume. Now, it was quite a while ago since we last played the Long Dark, but if you're just joining us, I'll tell you what's going on. We have just returned from a supply run to the town of Milton. We actually, not so much a supply run, but an exploration run. We had a look around the Milton area to try and find some ammunition and some supplies, and what we have is what we found on the way back. So I've got to do a little bit of supply offloading, and then we'll go from there. Have a quick drink of that. My lantern's running out of oil, as you can see. There's not much left in her. That's right. Okay. So, in terms of the stuff that we've got then, we got a new rifle hunting magazine. Looks like it's quite a decent one. So we may be able to increase our skill in a few things. We also got an improvised knife, a butt-ton of new flares, some more kerosene, which is always welcome, loads of new tins of dog food, 8 new rifle rounds. This is a huge deal for us, rifle ammunition, because it's something we just don't come across very often, and it is our only way to kill bears. Oh, now you see we've got a recycled can here, a basic container for melting snow, boiling water, or canning food, so we can use that for cooking now. I'll explain a little bit about that in a moment. Thank you very much to Goop Sweet for 6 months in a row now. I think you've actually just got your black bear badge, sir, so congratulations to you, my friend. Excellent stuff. So let's see what else we got. I've only got a few other things. So yeah, loads of rifle ammunition. So let's actually make a coffee. Oh yeah, you see, look at this. Cold. See, like there's now this whole mechanic to the game where like cooking things is actually reasonably important. The blizzard's quite bad. Do I have any coffee on me is the question. Yes, I do. I have a single cup of coffee. Let's grab some more water. Let's head over to the fireplace here. Just terminating my lantern in a moment. Let's grab a little bit of reclaimed wood and a stick, just like so. Let's get a fire going. And I'll terminate my lantern, fill it up with kerosene once we get a bit more light. It's the very early hours of the morning at the moment. And we'll see exactly how we're supposed to cook stuff, because you remember, you need to have things like cooking pots and stuff now, I'm pretty sure anyway. Or I can just lay a slab of something on top of the hobs here. I'm not entirely sure how it works now. I've intentionally not looked into it. Alright, so this is my first introduction, this is your first introduction. The game audio is a little bit loud, that's alright. I shall sort that out for you in just a moment. Here we go, audio. Let's drop that down to 45. Yeah, that's the master volume. There you go, that should be a little bit better, hopefully. Maybe I'll talk a bit louder. Okay, so you can actually see there that the hobs are actually warming up. We want to add just a... Oh, fuck's sake, I missed my window because I was telling you about the fucking hob. Shit. So, nothing if not classic. Ah! Look at that. That's a cooking pot. For boiling snow cooking.
Have to drop some gear.
Excellent, that's what we needed. Okay, good catch, I guess. Cool. Lovely, okay. I can't see anything, yes, my brightness is too low. You might just be able to see the orange glow of the fireplace on the floor of the cabin here. And the nice thing about just waking up is that Joe's got his sort of what I call my 9 AM jazz voice. It is at 2:30, but it's when I just wake up. How you doing, Finks? Phoenix even? Finks. Finks the Sphinx. No, it's Phoenix. How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Yep. Exactly right. Okay, so we've got some fire there. Let's add another one, just in case I run out of time. And let's take a look at cooking. So, no fuel in lantern. So, I guess the idea is that you go into your supplies, actions, harvest and repair, drop.
Too heavy.
There you go. You have to put that on there like that. So there you go. So you have to have a cooking pot on here. Let's make a tin of coffee. 14 minutes till ready. So you see, you put the thing in there, and you have to wait for it to cook now. So we're literally boiling a fucking crock pot full of coffee. This is going to be a hell of it. This is going to be like Costa, where they basically bring you out a bowl. This is going to be the largest pot of coffee you've ever had. This is actually a pot of coffee. So yeah, this is gonna be great. We're gonna be fucking awake after this. Let me tell you that for nothing. Right, let's. I've got no fuel in the lantern now, so let me just fuel up what I have here. Refuel. I've got a couple more liters of either petrol or kerosene fuel, containing fuel for lamps. I believe it's kerosene. No guarantee there. Put that over there with the other one. 4 minutes till ready. You can see the smoke coming off it. It's good. We now have to properly brew things. Did you build that cabin, or do you just have to find it? You build this one. You find this one. Yeah, this is the one that's just like that I've made myself. I couldn't do this. You're joking. Yeah, I'd get fucked up doing this. 43 minutes until burned. Let us drink the coffee right from the boiling pot. Excellent. There you go. You can see that there. Lovely. Let's boil up a little bit of snow then while we're here. So we've got all of these, so banged up tins of beans and stuff like that, yeah. We can melt snow. Let's melt a litre of snow. 25 minutes. Oh, okay, so now cooking snow takes much, much longer. That's interesting. Let's add that in there. I wonder if it will say you can burn snow. So yeah, it actually takes a lot longer to do things now. And it looks like this container can only hold a litre at a time as well, which is interesting. So me may want to go out and find another cooking pot of some description. There you go, a recycled can. We can put only half a litre in here. There you go, look at that. So we may want to go round the other stoves in the game and try and find some cooking pots. Just so that we've got some spares that we can put on the hob. So that might be our quest for today, to just go out and briefly explore around some of the other sites in the game that potentially have cooking pots. So there is actually a button that says time pass until ready. I don't know whether I'll do that too often, unless I'm like in a rush or something and I need to finish up. I think it's going to be part of the game, just to, you know, slowly age to death as we wait for things to boil, which is nice. Click on the pot and you have an option to wait. Yep, that's right. A Posh Northerner, has there been an update? Yes, this is called the, I believe it's mistakenly referred to in the Steam page as the Vigilante Flame. It was my understanding and a few people's understanding it was called the Vigilante Flame update. And it basically introduces a mechanic of cooking to the game. Thankfully, a cooking pot did spawn right here, so we've gotten away with that reasonably well. We've also got a big old fucking dooha here. Non-possible water. We got snow, 3 minutes left until that's sorted. Now, I wonder if it will tick over to non-possible or whether I have to wait a little bit longer for it to become potable. Do I have to wait for it to boil now, is the wonder. There we go, cooking. There we go, 26 minutes until boiled. So the snow has now melted. It is now just a case of waiting for it to become safe to drink. So actually making water now is actually quite a long affair. No longer can we mass boil like 5-10 litres of water. We now actually have to have the containers to do so, which is quite interesting in my opinion. Looks like there's only 2 burners on that stove, so that's the limit. Yep, that's right. We need to find something that can hold more water though, whether that be a frying pan or one of these on the shelf or something, put a bowl on there. Yeah. We need to find them if we can. Thank you very much to a Posh Northerner, my friend, for 3 months in a row. I believe you'll be transitioning over to the Dark Brown Bear now, sir. Thank you very much. Enjoy your emotes. Or enjoy your new icon, sir, I suppose. You've had the emotes for 3 months now. Well, not 3 months. We only got them the other week. What do you eat in this game? Are there animals to hunt? Let me show you, my friend. If I take a step out of my front door, we've committed a small sort of blanket genocide, and we've killed quite a few animals to get to this point now. I'm leaving them outside in the snow, however. You can see this is an entire bear. That's loads of venison. They've actually changed the model for that, which is quite interesting. We've got some more black bear meat, some more black bear meat. In fact, I'm going to take some of this inside with me as it's starting to deteriorate to 51%. We've got some wolf meat, some rabbits. It's all good. The weather's too bad to move out in, so we're going to stay indoors. Do you think it's weird that a fat, full-grown man is listening to your stream while falling asleep? No, that's exactly what I do. Or exactly what I do with other streamers. So this is boiled. Oh, I see. So now we get to drink this, or we get to take it. Now, does that get added to our supply of potable water? Yes, it does. So we leave that on there. 2 minutes until boiled. I guess we'll just put that down by the side for now. Let's put it up on the shelf, actually. There we go, just out of the way, and let's take that with us. So, am I right in saying this pot can hold 2 litres, so that's not too bad. So we can find another pot like this that'd be pretty damn good. So Zacomir, sorry, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub for 3 months. Enjoy your brown bear icon, sir. And Mr. NCR and Proud now also ticking over to the 3 month there. So yeah, enjoy your brown bear, sir. NCR asks, hey Q, how are you finding the update so far? We've literally just started experiencing it. What we're going to start doing or planning to do is actually an expedition to some of the other stoves around the map and try and find some either better or some additional cooking pots, which is going to be cool. So then, in terms of supply offloading, as I say, I've got a few tins and things. This one here I'm going to want to put towards the front because it's on the way out. So this one here, banged up, we want to put that sort of there if we can. This is all of our tin supplies. Now, these are gradually going off, I'm afraid. These won't last as long as I want them to. They're going to perish at some point, and that's going to be a problem, I suppose. Like, well, obviously it's going to be a problem. Just put that there for the moment, and then shuffle up our tin of soup. Make a bit of room. Go on, son, get in there. seems like they've increased the hitboxes on the food a little bit. Get down there. Come on. I don't want to have it like hanging off the shelf. Sorry, this is where Joe's OCD comes in. There we go. That'll do. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. And then we've got a few packet foods, haven't we? So we've got an energy bar, granola bar, we've got herbal tea, we've got a military meal ready to eat, which is nice. So we'll put that MRE back down on the bottom shelf where it belongs. We'll put the herbal tea here. Herbal tea good for taking or recovering after taking damage. It basically helps you go into a deep sleep and regenerate a little bit better. That's right, we are a Time Lord at this point. In fact, I can believe that. Fucking, we've been close to death so many times in this game. It wouldn't surprise me if he were some weird sort of Time Lordy type dude. I'm going to leave that hanging off. Fuck my OCD, man. Fuck it. Right, and then we'll just leave those haphazardly down there for the moment as the spare shelf. As I say, we've got shitloads of guts here from the animals that we've killed. Again, the smell is probably quite magical. What else are we offloading? We've got shitloads of rose hips now, which is something I don't really have in huge supply. So gathering these from Milton was actually quite a big deal as supplies go. Where are they hiding? Down here. So transfer ore. We've now got 400. We've also got an extra 13 reishi mushrooms, bringing the total supply up to fucking 86 days, which means we can survive 44 days of illness should that time come. I've also got a buttload of cloth, which is extremely helpful, and some cured leather, so we're going to put those in the locker like so. Do I have any spare clothing? No, it looks like I've already ripped it all up into set cloth, so let's put that in there. 26 pieces is pretty good, and the leather, which again is excellent. We've also got shitloads of this old man's beard lichen, which we're going to turn into a type of coagulant, a wound dressing. It takes 15 minutes per one, but we might as well get it done now as we're waiting for the blizzard to subside and waiting. Yeah, essentially we're snowed in for the moment. We're waiting to see if the blizzard goes away so that we can transit the map and try and find some better stoves and things like that. So there's a few places I know I can hit. I know I can hit the camping lodge and the Mystery Lake. I think the Mystery Lake is really my best chance because there's so many stoves around that area. You've got stoves on the lake, you've got stoves on the camping cabin, you've got one stove off by the logging area, but I don't think there's going to be too much else out that way, so we'll only go there if we need to. When you run out of ammo, I expect you'll start strangling the wildlife with those guts you got. Death, when I run out of rifle ammunition, I'm going to be banging trouble because it basically limits my ability to hunt wildlife, and it does become a bit of a problem for me then. I do have a spare black bear hide here that I'm curing, which is nice, but I'm intentionally trying not to use it. Crying scum, finally some long dark. Go shirtless and punch a bear. I should certainly consider it. Okay, so I've got everything I need here in terms of first aid. Oh, thank you very much.
Sorry, gonna have to dip on another stream. Although I love the content and wanted to show some support.
Good man, sir. Don't feel bad, alright? Feel terrible. Feel terrible that you're leaving us here. How fucking dare you? No, it's alright. Have a good... Yeah, fucking... You don't have to watch this. In fact, I don't know why you're watching this. Play it yourself. It's so fucking good. So yeah, take care of yourself, mate. I'll catch you later. Right then, let's go with dropping a few of these off. I've got this improvised knife, which I don't have a use for yet, but I'm glad that it's sort of stumbled into my life here because it's quite a helpful little bit of kit. We've got our rifle ammunition, which we're going to probably just keep on our person because it barely weighs anything. And we're going to drop off these spare flares here. I only need... Let's stay for precautionary measures. We'll take 2 with us, so we can pop 2 up on the shelf here. Pop them over here. Just like so. So that brings our flare tally up to 5 and 2 in the 2 on the person. Right, we've also got our sewing kit, an extra fishing line, our bearskin bedroll. This is the one that's the problem. It's in a very poor condition, but I have nothing to replace it with. Actions. This will repair it to nearly 100%. No, it will repair it to 100% if I try and repair it like this. And while that's fantastic, it's also a problem because our jacket also takes bear skin hides to repair. Now, the bearskin jacket is as much of a gold mine as anything else, but the problem is that I don't want to waste this cured black bear hide on this particular item. I don't want to have to repair my bear bedskin roll just because it's on low condition. I know it's an expensive build, and it took 2 bearskin. Yeah, you can see a sort of a rip starting to form. Oh, can I not place stuff on this chair anymore? Oh, I can, but I have to place it right on the edge. There you go. You can see rips and tears starting to appear. Yeah, while it's an extremely good bedroll, I want to save this for my jacket because bears just don't spawn anymore. It's been a very long time since we've had some bears appear. Load up. There we go. 1 and 2. Marvellous. 16 rounds of ammunition. We'll take the rifle out. Just for self-defense, obviously. Considering the stock you have and all... What was that? I heard something go... I heard something... It's like a snore. What was that? Did anyone else hear that? It wasn't just me. I'm actually really fucking scared now. What was that? I did. I heard something go... That really fucked me up. What was that? Hello? Not good. Okay, let's push out to where I know that there is like a hunting lodge or a cabin or whatever. I'm not going to take any food with me, I don't think. I don't expect to be gone that long. I should have probably brought more. Well, no, I've got 2 litres of water, I'll be fine. We'll just get a bit of it in us. I lighten the load a tad. Maybe half a litre there. And let's motor off. This is the first time with me playing the Long Dark on this new Chroma keyboard. This Razer Chroma 10, I think it is, or Chroma X. So I could make several mistakes and press several wrong buttons, but we'll find out. I wonder how consistently well that reload animation is going to last for. I doubt very long. I tend to break it in 10 seconds flat these days. So again, what our expedition is at the moment, for the people that are just joining, it's not some crazy adventure so much as it is. We're just going to go around a few of the cooking spots in the game where there are stoves in an attempt to try and find some cooking containers, things like frying pans and saucepans. Right, let's try and get away from this guy. He hasn't been fooled by the bear jacket. Let's see how committed he is to chasing me. Yep, he's coming. Let's try and get him defilade from him. I don't want to shoot him, like... There's really no need for me to shoot him. Like, wolves are no longer rifle material, unless I need to defend myself. But I don't really need to defend myself at the moment. I know that sounds like a strange concept. What do you mean you don't need to defend yourself? It's that, at the moment, I just want to keep my eyes on him, let him know that I'm here. Shouldn't really be running down here, but, you know, needs must. So there's actually some rabbits down here. Maybe I can lose him if I go past the rabbits. Looks like he's given up the chase for now. Good, good, good. Okay, let me just put the mic sort of reasonably in front of me here. There we go. That sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Right. So here is our first spot here. Inside this ruined shack, it's not a functioning one, there should hopefully be a stove, or there is a stove. Whether or not it's spawned with any kind of crock pot is a different story. Obviously this is an abandoned one, so I'm not really expecting it, but if it is, then great. You wouldn't hit him... Oh, sorry, fucking hell, my mic seems to be peaking for some reason. Hello? Hello? Sorry, my mic's gone really weird. Hang on, bear with me. Ah, that's it. Oh, sorry. Hello? Just wait for that to come back on. Can anyone hear me? Is that... Oh, okay. Okay, you can hear me, but I can't hear me. Bear with. Oh, yes. There we are. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Sorry about that. Looks like my there was a bit too much tension on the headphone jack, and it sort of slipped 3 of its 1/4 inch mounting. So here's the... stove, and there's no dice with this one. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Okay, let's push on to the camping lodge then, which is just up and over the hill this way. There's a few new sounds been added to the game, which are unnerving me a little bit, just a little bit. There's the railway line up there for anybody wanting to orient ourselves. The access to Forlorn Muskeg is just beyond that hill. You can see the telephone line there roughly, and then we're going up and over here. Also, my apologies for this not being in 60 FPS. Have I been, bud? I've been alright. I have got food poisoning, Daniel, or I'm coming off the back of food poisoning. I have eaten at an establishment I shall not name. In fact, yeah, I will. I ate at Nando's. Fuck it, why not? And yeah, I had this like chicken and what did I have? I had the roulette wings to start with, where like they're a random mix of spicy and fucking spicy and like barbecue, but you don't know which one's which. And then I had some spicy, it's called chicken thigh off the bone, which were fucking, don't get me wrong, the whole meal was delicious, but either the spicy sauce or the chicken has refused to agree with my bowel, and it's yeah, fucking, I was shitting for England all through last night. Thank you very much, Death, for your oh, it was, beg your pardon, gifted a tier 1 sub to Daniel. Thank you very much, both of you. In that case, is very kind. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, fucking. So yeah, I don't know whether it was you know, whether it was the hot sauce or whatever, but it went straight through me. And last night I was crapping like a champion, so I didn't get any sleep. I had all of about 2 hours sleep last night. So I phoned up work today and said I'm not very well, which well, frankly, I am not or wasn't, and actually slept, and I didn't wake up until 2:30. So yeah, here we are, kind of thing. Yeah, I was in a real state earlier this morning. Like, I couldn't think. So yeah, I got my head down. I've woken. I'm still pretty tired, to be honest. It's not like the sleepy tired. It's exhaustion tired. Like, I can feel the tiredness on the back of my eyes. Like, it's rough. It's really rough. But I thought, fuck it. I haven't streamed in the last few days. I've been watching a little bit of Womble play Warhammer. I've been just sort of doing my own thing, just sort of chilling out. I didn't really have anything that I desperately wanted to do on stream, so I just thought, fuck it, we'll just put our feet up for a few days. Tried a little bit of XCOM 2. I tried out War of the Chosen, and I think there'd be some appetite for us to maybe play some XCOM 2. Maybe take a few of you with us on stream. What do you think to that? Would that be a good idea? Maybe take a few. You can get invested in your characters. There is actually something I would like to try with you guys, because here's a concept of mine. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, it's just a light. I thought that was a cooking pot. Yeah, so here's the thing that you can do. In XCOM 2, you can obviously create a character pool. Alright? You can create a character pool kind of thing. So what I was thinking of doing was having you guys make your own characters and then just putting them in a Dropbox and me pulling them off and then just adding you to the roster kind of thing. So if you want to, rather than you saying, yes, I would like colour 37 on my shirt and colour 4 on my trousers, I would like long shabby hair, and so on, you can just make your character and then deliver it to me, and then you're in the game, just like that. Got some extra money from working overtime? Might as well donate it. Jeff Death Hunter, that's very kind of you, sir, and thank you very much. Was it a lot of money? Was it a lot of money, man? Was it like fucking like, oh god, he's Goldman Sachs. His trousers are falling down kind of thing. That sounds like an excellent idea. That sounds like a convenient, smart way of doing it. Yeah, that's the one. So, it's obviously a bit of an idea. I don't know whether I'll try it tonight or I could try it afterwards. I'm not too sure. Aha, is this cooking stove material? Bollocks! That looked good then. I thought that was going to be the magic number. I really did. Okay. So maybe I have to look around for cooking pots and things like that. Looks like they're quite rare then. Given the size of this building, I really expected there to be a cooking pot here. Yep, I really did. This is a little bit of a surprise there not being one. Okay, well, there's a few more cooking spots out on the lake, as it were. I didn't really want to have to go out on the lake, but I want at least one more decent cooking pot. Let's just check all the shelves and things. Aha!
Hope nobody needs this.
There you go. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. That's nice. Yeah, okay. I knew there'd be one here. But I am going to still check the leg, because I'm, you know, fucking a needy bastard. Perfect. Yeah, there's a pot-belly stove there as well. This is why I wanted to come to this building of all buildings. Because I knew there'd be a good thing here. I missed a bit donation earlier. I beg your pardon. Which bit donation was that? Up and up we go. I can't see it. Oh, from Daniel. How have you been, bud? No? I'm pretty sure I caught that. No, maybe not. Death Hunter, yeah, no? Okay, I think I got it. Anyway, let's go out onto the water. Let's bring up the rifle. Rule out the rifle. So we're going to check all of the separate fishing huts. An initial scan of the lake reveals no hostile wildlife as of this moment in time, so we're going to try and get as much done in this single visit as we can. Scratch that, sorry, just emerging from behind that fishing hut. Way down there at the tip of the crosshair is, in fact, an old Barky boy.
Yeah.
Rocket1615, thank you very much, certainly. There's another Barky boy. In fact, they're cutting me off. Let's take the western access then. Let's go out through the back of the cabin and through the gorge. We'll take an alternative route to the fishing huts, I think. It's me saying it's damned hard for an Australian to catch your streams? Yeah, no worries, mate. The one about Australia that I missed, I beg your pardon, I scrolled back in chat and I couldn't see it, so yeah, apologies, Dan. It's apparently damn hard for Australians to get bits over as well, let alone catch streams. But it's welcome. You're welcome anyway, sir. What time is it over in Aussie land at the moment? The old, yes, the old Australia, the old the Foster's Light. How is it in Foster's? Cool. One Barky boy, that's right.
Oh,
not everyone has XCOM 2, that's true, and in that case, Lemberg, I'll just make you a character as normal. But for the people that do have XCOM 2, I can just import your character. It'll just be a bit easier. Do you know what I mean? Like, the thing is that I don't know whether to add mods or not to, like, the customization, because from looking, the base customization of the game is pretty crap. Thank you very much to, sorry, was that a couple of subs there, or was that just one sub? Thank you very much to Ronic Theed there for 3 months in a row. Take my Amazon money. I will take your Amazon money, sir. You've now been upgraded to a brown bear, sir, a dark brown bear. Thank you very much. And also, down at the bottom here, we've got Daniels gifted a tier 1 sub to Praetorian Overlord, given 2 subs in the channel. Thank you very much to Daniel, and thank you very much to Praetorian as well. Both of you welcome aboard, sirs. Enjoy your emotes, Mr. Praetorian. Excellent, excellent. It's 10 PM.
Yeah.
Also, Pig Hunter, fucking Dan, fucking doling it out here, like fucking like food at a fucking food shelter. Like, yeah, he's dishing it out by the bowl here. That would be a complete nightmare in real life. Slowly freezing to death, running from the wildlife that used to be a frozen abyss, including wolves, bears, and slowly wasting away. If you take risks, you potentially break bones, or worse, you can't feel the pain that you suffer and have to keep moving and try and survive.
Yeah.
Fanny man, this is exactly the problem with this game, or as in like the struggling aspect. It's incredibly tough to survive. In between runs last time, it actually took a few runs to get this one going. You do have, there's an element of luck to this game. The simple fact of the matter is, thank you very much to Daniel again for gifting another sub to Frisket Biscuit. Again, enjoy your emotes, or you I was going to say patrons then, but that is a different website. New people. I don't actually have a patron.
Yeah.
I don't know. Quakers, what? Fucking hell. He's just, somebody stop him. Yeah, fucking, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those ones. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd set up a patron. Is that him again? No, that was Original Gorn. Subscribing with his own free will. Thank you very much, sir. Right then, yeah, let's tiptoe through. So this is, I think this is is this the western access? I'm pretty sure it is. Or the eastern access, I'm pretty sure this is. Maybe it won't pop up and tell us. So we're not actually here. Yeah, the western access. So we're not actually here for the houses as such. Chuckle Aztec, thank you very much. Or no, that'll be Mr. Daniel again. Thank you very much anyway, sir. It is mucho appreciated. How is Willow? Willow the cat. She's doing great. She was just chilling in here. For anybody not from the UK, you may obviously be suffering it in your own terms, but we're actually in the middle of a heat wave, or we're starting a week of heat wave just today. So shit is going to get really, really warm over the next few days. We peaked out at 30 degrees C, or 30.2 degrees C in the capital in London, which is just unbearably hot for the UK at the moment. So yeah, it's one of those ones. And nothing there. I do actually have some meat on me, so I need to be cautious. Jesus Christ, I'm struggling to keep track of these. Fafri gifted a tier 1 sub to Zeravian. Thank you very much. The black bear's down there, so this will be the last one that I check. Hopefully we have a cooking pot in here. If not, I've definitely got enough. I can boil 4 litres of water at a time, do some serious cooking. So if there's nothing in here, there's actually a shitload of fish I forgot about. Is there any cooking materials? No? Okay, well let's just eat a bit of fish.
Oh, yeah.
Just close that door for the moment, just in case someone comes over. Mr. Praetorian Wolf gifted a tier 1 sub to Praetorian Wolf. Gifted 8 subs in this channel. He's going for that sub-gifter icon. He wants it. So that's cooked. That's lake fish. I see they've upgraded some of the models, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Let's eat another small fish. Thank you very much to Fuggy as well. Subscribing with Twitch. Fucking our fucking notification guy's going to get a sore throat at this rate, guys. You need to need to give him a break. You need to let him rest. I don't pay him for this kind of work. He's upset. Okay, so let's get a little bit of drink down us. We obviously want to try and make it back tonight, or today even. So let's get out of here. Bit of a blizzard setting in. We'll probably leave through the western access.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave through the western access. Thank you very much to boat number 1. Again, another gift from Daniel. 9 fucking subs. What is he doing? We might as well check out some of these houses on the way back. I don't expect them to hold any fruit, as it were, but it's worth trying, I suppose. Hello, hello. It's just like listening to a radio show, yeah, in a kind of way. Welcome to Quebec 87.9. Oh yeah, all day long. Oh, there's a wolf back there. Okay, maybe not trying the western access. I'm just kind of slaloming my way through the wildlife at the moment. It's a little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous, you know. It's like just a little bit risky.
Oh,
nothing in here for us. The old mad lad. How much money are we having to throw at you for a full streaming career? It's true. I really should. It's one of those ones at the moment, though. It's like the two. Like, obviously, for anyone that doesn't know, I work in an optician. It's one of those things that, you know, I do for a living. I work in a shop, doing repairs, dealing with complaints and things like that. That's Joe's life. But it's one of those ones. Live streaming on its own, I don't think could support me all that well. Don't get me wrong, we're pretty close, but the issue is, and it's one of those ones, who doesn't want to play computer games for a living, right? That's like, that fucking, yes please, if you can get there then marvellous, but do consider, the second you do leave the world of work kind of thing to become a live streamer, you essentially ruin your job prospects for later on, for any kind of career progression. Because, I mean, especially if you wanted to do something in IT, let's say, hi Daniel, might take it easy on the subs now, bits next, oh Jesus, support Quebec's full-time streaming career, well, that's only if you can make it, man. It's like, it's difficult for the Aussies to get here. You can't be giving all this money to somebody that you might not be able to see, man. Think about it, it's a long-term investment. Anyway, well, back to the story. I think this is the right spot. No, there it is, that's the one, that's where I'm trying to go. Yeah, so the issue is that whilst I am working, I'm obviously up to date with business practices, obviously the data compliance that's just come through. Let's say I drop live streaming for, well, let's say I do it for 5 years, but then the well dries up, as it were. Let's say we do that. Let's say we do it for 5 years, and then, you know, it starts to dry up a little bit. That is, you know, a worst case scenario. With the live streaming, you know, that's great, that's fine, but if you ever do need to get back into the world of work, hi Daniel, how dare you tell me who I can and can't donate to? Honestly, though, if I had more money, I'd throw it at you ZF blokes. Oh, that's fucking... It's very kind of you, sir. It's very kind. Yeah, I fucking can't say I argue with that. That's extremely generous of you, mate. And yeah, I do support the other ZF guys as well. They're fucking just as deserving, if not more deserving. They actually have professional level streams. Would you fucking believe it? I mean, it's just a fabled imagination, or a fabled thought for myself. So yeah, fucking yeah. If you want to go and give them some love, please do. Tell them I sent you, which isn't true. I thought I heard rustling then. I was a little bit cautious. The Godmama, it's all I have, and my break's over. Love your streams. Much love, Godmama. Take care of yourself, and yes. Good luck at work. I'm going to give you the thumbs up. It's going to be a good day. You'll be out of there before you know it. Joe's throwing food on the floor like it doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Isis, long time no see. How the hell are you? This Isis here, which, again, we'll just call her Ice for the sake of the current, state of the Middle East. Ice John Crow, Radio Connected. Look, Jesus Christ, I'm struggling to keep up with it here, folks. I'm spending more time. I'm actually playing the game through the OBS window at this point. Like, I'm actually watching us play. I'm not actually looking at my monitor. Like, everything I'm doing is just like behind the OBS stuff. So, yeah, Isis is like, she's really OG. She was here ages ago. A lot of you have been here for a very long time, make no mistake. But we've been streaming for about 3 years now, give or take. And it's only recently that it started to really take off, only within the last month or so, realistically, that it's really started to do well, in terms of just sort of concurrent viewership and people turning up in chat interaction and, you know, just sort of finding our feet on the website. Like, only in the last month or so has it really sort of taken to Tinder, as it done, not the app. Yeah, so it's one of those ones. It's she was here, I think, in the first year and the second year. Took a bit of a break. That's all right. I think you were always lurking in the background, Ice, but that's fine. But yeah, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Okay, let's go this way. Again, if I can avoid a fucking scuff up with a wolf, then that's great. There you go. He's lost me. He's lost interest. You're back on Tinder, that's the one. Always lurking. Good. Oh, it's lovely to see you again, Ice. Welcome back. And you've got the fucking black bear, so you're not even been hiding in the background. You've been fucking very generous then. At least 6 months of subbing. Thank you very much. And yes, again, welcome back.
Oh yeah.
Cola 9875765 even, if I could read numbers. He's not just Cola. He's the 98,765th edition of Cola. And we're happy to have him. So welcome aboard, sir. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Not even Twitch Prime, tier 1. It's very nice. 9 months. We're pregnant. We're both pregnant. Yes. What is it that fucking was it Sayori said to Soviet babyversary, and it like shit him up because he thought it's like, oh yes, this is your baby, Womble. You're gonna have to pay me like all kinds of money now. But yeah, it was actually just their 9-month sub. So that's our babyversary then. Excellent. Is this a horror game, Potato Guy? When I'm playing it, yes. Yes it is. Because the scariest thing in it is me. You wait until I even get slightly startled in this game. You'll understand why I give it the title horror game. Or even giving it the title the Vigilante Star update. I'm glad that we've got that other cooking pot though. That's a really helpful find for us at this point. I'm glad to have it. I'm actually going to zigzag through this way and go to the right. You may remember us walking through here earlier. The ruined shack that we checked first is just on the left. But if you remember, when we went over this way, we were chased down the hill by a wolf, so I want to avoid him and swing round to the right and hopefully deal with it like that. Now, if there's a black bear that's actually respawned as part of the Vigilante Star update, then that's going to be fantastic, because with our new 16 rounds of rifle ammunition, we should be able to put up a decent chance of killing him. However, and there is always a however, it still leaves us with the question of, do I repair my bearskin rug, or do I just, leave it to fate kind of thing? Obviously, I do know where there is another black bear, so I could potentially go out to the mystery lake and try and kill him, but it's dangerous because the act of killing him means I have to drag a shite load of meat back to base with me, which is a risk in and of itself because I have to move across the entire map with an inventory full of food, and it's not likely that I am going to be able to recover the meat. That's the real worry there, because again, the meat is the really the holy grail kind of thing. I'll be killing them for the hide, but the meat is what provides the longevity of our survival, so it's meat that I need to make sure I have in decent supply, and a black bear provides a whopping 30 kilograms of the stuff, anywhere between sort of 28 and 35 we've found from the past. And if you can get the bear to provide that much meat, it's almost a facile waste of time and effort to not get it. That's actually the bear's cave there. And he's respawned twice or 3 times on this run, but I haven't seen him since we shot him, what would have been about a week ago in game, maybe a little bit more than that, 10 days or so. So if he is coming back, it's either going to be a little bit later on, or we're just straight up not going to see him again. We will have purged that resource of its respawns. The music in game is great, it's brilliant. What afflictions do you have right now, if any? I'm actually affliction free, which is shocking of it, again, in and of its own right. I should be I'm normally dying at every turn, which is it's kind of nice not to be have a crippling illness. It is a rare treat. Okay. So the quest of that little outing was to obviously go and get an additional cooking stove. So now, a whole stove, no, a cooking pot. So now that we've got that cooking pot, everything is great. We may even be able to repair them to tip-top strength, because if you remember, I think it was on the stream before the last one when we went to Milton. I actually went and retrieved a load of scrap metal, mostly for arrowhead replenishment, because we'd wasted a few arrows on that stream. But yeah, if nothing else, it's going to be good for repairing the cooking pots, which I am welcome for, or at least grateful for. So we're actually quite tired now, so we've timed our... Hello little buddy. Thuffrin, oh, yeah, that's what fucking... I'm hunting rabbits. Nice. Right then, so let's take a moment to just kick back and relax. So we'll pop our rifle back up on the wall here. We've got no need for him for the moment. We're going to get our other cooking pot on the stove there, which is nice. We'll probably boil up just a little bit of food. Why not? Let's get some stuff on the stove. There we are. That is very nice, having 2 pots on the hob like that. 2 shrimps on the barbie, as it were. That's for my Australian friends there in chat. You're welcome. Right, or not. Let me just adjust my seat here. All good, all good. There we go. Right. So, in terms of clothing condition, how are we doing? Everything is in a pretty good state. The hide stuff is starting to decay a little bit, and so are our rabbit mittens, as it were. They're starting to get a little bit worse for wear. Our Husmide hide satchel is fucking not too bad at the moment. The scarf could do with a bit of a repair, so let's head inside the locker here and just grab a single piece of cloth ready for repairing. The scarf is actually pretty good, but unfortunately, just being a woolen scarf in really heavy snow and sort of the freeze and the thaw, the threading does get absolutely ruined. So on its own, it provides 0.8 and 0.2, which is very good for a face protection, and the ear warmers here, which are considered like an accessory, those are actually holding out pretty well. Thank you very much to August. August. Was it August? Is it Augustion? Augustion, or is it Augustian? Is it Ian? Write Ian if it's Ian, or if it's Shun, right? Shun. Otherwise, yeah, it's a Husmide, that's the one. Yeah, because I just call you August, don't I? Well, let's make it easier. So, at Long Live Quebec is just a master of navigation. By the way, you can use the circular menu to move things without having to drop them, is that right? Drop decoy. Light sources. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you can. I'm not discounting it, but I have not found it yet. Right then, let's have a read of our rifle book here while we've got it. We've got a decent... Oh my god, look at that! This is a fucking big book. Holy fucking shit, look at that! That's insane. Excellent. Yeah, fucking hell. Let's get some hours in. There we go. It's 3 hours and now it's too dark. We need to drink and sleep. I want to have a good read of this. So this is a clearly very, very advanced book. Let's just get into bed here. Where are we? So that's the bed. There we are. Let's go for a full sort of 12-hour rest if we can. We'll wake up in the small hours of the morning. So, sorry, Trilf, I see your whisper. Let me just tab out here once we've woken up. There we are. Mr. Trilf. XCOM 2 character pool import of mine. We transfer. I agree. Lovely. Quebec.bin. Fucking hell, he's way ahead of the curve. Fair enough. I'll make a point to remember it. I'll get to have a good look at them all as well and laugh. How much does it weigh? How much does what weigh? The book itself? 1/2 kilogram, which is very nice. This is going to damn near get us up to level 3, or I think that's going to level us up to level 4, which is I'm looking forward to quite a bit. By 10 points is a phenomenal amount. Right, I need to eat and drink. Might as well do this now. There's no point sitting on a book that you need to learn from when there's nothing else to do. So let's eat up what I have. We'll go outside. We'll grab a little bit more food. You should really eat first and then drink to maximize the efficiency. But you know who's keeping count? Who's checking? Use. So we're 10 hours into our research. 14 hours. We're just over halfway to get back into bed, or well, rather. Let's have a drink. Okay, can't quite have a drink. That's the one. We need to go and just grab a little bit more water. We should really add some more water to this. I might do that tonight before we move on. Okay, let me... I'm going to try and do this in the dark, which I can imagine is going to go really well. Okay, reclaimed wood. Any sticks about? Any sticks? Any sticks? Nope. Okay, we're lighting it right from the wood then. Wood stove. Oh, I did pick up a stick, which is nice. Okay, let's light that, because we've got an 80% chance of success on that. And then we'll boil off some more water just while we're waiting, because we can use the light of the stove to read while we go into this long night, as it were.
Oh, yeah.
Terrain Oda, thank you very much for 6 months in a row now. I believe you'll be creeping on to the black bear icon now, sir. Do enjoy it. So welcome to that exclusive group. That's the one. Do you know about the Divinity? Do you know about the Divinity update? What's the Divinity update, Osil?
Turned out pretty well.
Do feel free to share with me what the Divinity update is, because I have no idea. What's the Divinity update? Right, cooking pot, 2 litres of water, cook, 2 litres of water, cook. There we go. So both of those are going to take about 50 minutes, so we're going to read for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much to Temptin. Welcome, my friend, welcome. How did you do that? I had a pure black screen. I know my way around this fucking house like the crack of my arse. 42 minutes until boiled, I see. So that's melted, so we can get another hour in here. There you go. Listen to that. A nice rolling boil. Let's take and take. And let's put another 2 litres on the stove here. Nice. We've only got 5 minutes though, so let's get another piece of fir wood in there. We'll probably go out and grab some more what's-its tomorrow. We think we need just a little bit more reclaimed wood in there. You have to be quite fire efficient now. There we go. So let's read for 2 hours. Lovely, and that should be, yep, take and take, when we'll let the fire peter out over the last 12 minutes. So let's go outside, just grab a little bit of food. In fact, fuck it, let's have one of our tins while we've got the fire on. Let's have a nice tin of... Let's have some tomato soup this morning. Let's put it on the hob. Nice tin of tomato soup. There we go, we're going to open the tin up. I'll probably add a little bit more reclaimed wood to the fire. In fact, no, I'll use a cedar limb or something. Do I have any cedar? Yeah, there you go. There we are. 13 minutes until the soup's on. Let's have a look at it in the hob there. Oh yes, now that looks fucking beautiful. So we're just warming it through. It's going to take 12 minutes. The stove's putting out about 29 degrees C in terms of radiant heat, but you can imagine the actual hob is blisteringly hot at the moment, which is nice. Quite picturesque in its own right. I love it. This is going to be warming through now. You can hear it bubbling away. Listen to that. Hang on, let me kill the lantern. I love this update, man. Holy shit. Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. Lots of loose ends fixed. General flow of the story. You can fight the Kraken in the harbour. Except, oh my god, so the definitive... Do you have to pay more for it, Osil, or what? Because if that's the case, me, Womble, and What's It are going to have to do another run. Sounds like toxic waste, yeah. Okay, so it's hot. So we can have that in its current format. It's now nice and hot. Let's eat it. Lovely. Nice and warm. We got another 56 minutes or so, which isn't enough to boil the water through to its end. So we will go to bed, I think. I need to go and grab some food from outside, so let's do that. It's free real estate. No, it's a free update. Is it like an extra game mode, or has it all just been updated from scratch kind of thing? Because the definitive edition sounds like it's going to be fucking wonderful. They changed most of the final act. Oh, you're joking. That's awesome. There's another rabbit somewhere. I can hear him pitter-pattering. Get back inside. There we are. They pretty much fixed it. That is awesome. Yeah, the definitive edition sounded like you had to pay for it, like in terms of a title. It's like, sounds like one of those expansion pack kind of things. So I'm glad that it's a free update. I'm going to let the folks know that there's an opportunity for us to play through again. Yes, fucking please. The definitive edition, that's excellent. I'm kind of glad that they've gone through and retconned a little bit of it. It could be quite interesting. Maybe they'll try not to make the ending so similar to like 40,000 Warhammer 40k. Like, fingers crossed, but I don't know. Like, I don't know whether they'd rewrite the last act or whether they're going to make it maybe a little bit more satisfying, a bit less cookie cutter. If you do know how the ending's been... hello, Clive. If you do know how the ending's been changed, do refrain from telling us, because I'd rather discover that for myself, if that's okay. If you'll allow it. Right, so we got that there. Can we get the full 7 hours in? Maybe. Yes. Okay, so we have damn near learned everything about shooting rifles, or not everything so much, but we're definitely more proficient than we were a little while ago. So this now becomes a piece of learned equipment that has turned into fire-making material.
Nothing to drink.
So we're going to go and just do a little bit of that. We're going to drink what we've got. We've got over 10 litres on us, actually. That's a little bit excessive. I'm going to drop some of this off. Just a little bit excessive, though. Nothing too crazy. Right, so in terms of how much we've got, let's drop off... We've got 9.999 litres. Let's drop off 8 litres. Drop. And let's put those on the shelf under here. Just replenish our supply. Because now making water, or getting water, is a little bit more of a tricky affair. As I say, now that we have to wait 2 hours for 4 litres, it's, yeah, it's a much more precious and a much more time-consuming resource, and is actually going to require us to come back to the house and boil water off a little bit more frequently than usual. Because, like I say, before we could just cook it in mass, and we kind of did it like once a week, just to keep on top of, you know, supply and demand, kind of, you know, just to keep on top of it. But now it's a much more precious resource. So while we've still got a little bit of light outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hatchet out with me. Not that tab, this tab. How's it looking? It's at 79%, which is excellent. We're going to just leave this. Oh, I see, yeah. So every time you do something, you get a recycled tin. If you eat from a tin, you get a recycled tin that you can use to cook on. That's quite a cool mechanic to give people a little lifeline. How dark is it out and about? not too bad. The blizzard's quite bad. Again, I feel like they've improved the snow, or the render distance of the snow, because you can see the snow quite far out now. Hey, the black bear's back! Haha! Yes, let's try and get ourselves a black bear kill. Oh, I'm well stoked with that now. Perfect. Right, we need to fucking reek, and I need to go inside and grab some more supplies. I need to grab me a rifle. So I picked up Cold Waters, this steam sail, and so far I've been sunk. You've been sunk on the 2 missions that you've done, mainly because each involved me being spawned with 2 or 3 subs around me. It does happen. Just down there. Oh, I'm well stoked. Welcome back, you big bastard. Ah, yes. This does kind of fix my need to repair my bedroll problem, because now I can repair it and get a new one sorted. The problem is I'm going to have to sit and wait, and hopefully with the firing of this rifle I will level up. So again, what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I'm grabbing enough meat on me so that I fucking stink and that the bear is drawn over. The problem is that we're downwind from him, so he can't smell us all that easily. There you go. He's changed direction, I think. I think he's got us in his crosshairs now, which is nice. The problem is I need to kind of shoot him in the first shot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know, sorry, shoot him in the first shot. Kill him in the first shot. That's the big one. Because I don't want to waste loads of rifle ammunition. My house is making loads of strange sounds, and it's a little bit scary. You can see him breathing. Look at that. That white bit in front of him is his breath. Nice, constant from the bear. Looks like he's been having a run. He's a big bastard as well. He seems a lot bigger than the other bears. Hopefully we'll bring him down in one hit, but again, there's no guarantee. I think because we're overburdened, our aim is a little bit shaky. Is there anything I can dump? My rifle round. I could drop my bearskin jacket, but fuck it. Why would you want him to know your position? I thought that the whole idea was behind hunting was to be hidden. I want him to come as close to me as possible so that I don't have to basically run quite as far to get the supplies from him. Do you know what I mean? I want him to be as close to the house as possible so that I can shoot him and not have to worry about it. Okay. I'd say that's close enough for the moment. I'm going to try and take my shot. Firing point procedures. Hostile contact, bearing 137, range to enable, about fucking 30 feet. Chip ready, tube ready, fire, tube 1. Okay, so he smelt us. Whoever smelt it did in fact dealt it. So, he's going to be out on the slipway for a moment. So that's 1 shot down. Okay, now I don't want to go straight back out on the slipway with all of this meat on me, so I'm going to drop it on the floor here. Do I have any scent? Yes. Drop both of those. Go into my food tab. Yep, I need to drop those. Right, so now I should be scent free. Now the trick is to tiptoe back out there. Don't go out, let him bleed. Yep, the problem is how far he is away from the cabin door at the moment. There's a very good chance he will be on the slipway leaving. I want to leave it just another 30 seconds or so before heading back out. Don't make the same mistake. The problem is if you wait too long, if I sleep now, he'll disappear. Like, he'll just go back off and he won't bleed to death. Whereas if I wait and go back outside and wait for the appropriate amount of time to pass for him not to be close to the house, then that is a little bit easier. The best thing about watching on mobile is that I can zoom in the image. Nice. Can you do that? Can you do that on mobile? Like, do you just like drag the screen to the sides and it makes it bigger? That's cool. Okay, we're going to try it. I promise I won't scream. just listening at the moment. I expect him to be somewhere down there. Sounds like he's gone. Sounds like he's despawned. He's either run off or he's bled to death. I don't see any blood. And I don't see him. Let's check for signs of blood. No trace of blood anywhere. Must have just been a graze. Yeah. If we'd have scored their hit, I think I hit him. I definitely hit him. But it's either the snow's... No, because the blood would still be warm. The snow would melt as soon as it hit it. And it's no dice. Okay, that's one rifle round down. You should really wait until you see the whites of his eyes kind of thing, but it's too dangerous, man. Way too dangerous. Okay, well, no luck with that one. We might as well get back inside and... well, in fact, no, actually. We're gonna grab some firewood, weren't we? That was the original activity of the evening. I think it's fair to say we'll keep the rifle with us for the meantime. And we'll head back up to our usual wood chopping spot, which is just over the back of the hill here. Sometimes a wolf milling around, but it's never usually too big of a deal.
Oh, yeah.
Martagasm, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, mate. Welcome aboard. Here we go. This is one of the this is what we're out here for. Let's kill the lantern. Don't want to waste it. Choppity chop. 45 minutes. No big deal. We want to be out here until about midnight if we can. Oh. Does not want. Please don't be an Aurora. Visibility's fantastic now, though. No sign of the bear. That's an owl. Don't panic, Joe. Oh, okay. Let's go this way. Again. What you tend to find is that strong winds blow the...
yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Flavin! Hello, my friend. I've got you on my Steam friends list. You play a lot of Rising Storm. I know these things, you see. I know my audience. Most of them. Or at least Flavin. I know Flavin. When did I add you, Flavin? Why do I know you, Flavin? Tell. So it goes on. Oh yeah, I know you. And then like, how did we meet, Flavin? When did we hook up? It's only recently, but I have forgotten. All I know is I remember the name. Should maybe try for one more. The Aurora Borealis. At this time of day, in this part of the country, at this time of year... No, that's it. No, it's at this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. It's fucking what a quality set. It's nice that you don't... As a kid, I didn't really find that funny, but now later on, you know... You do kind of have to, you know, once you grow up, you appreciate the majesty of Skinner's lie. Right. Let's head back down the hill then. I've got a few sort of cedar limbs. That's all good. Get back into the house. Good. Those rabbits are getting awfully close to my house. I'm feeling I should just lay like a couple of traps for them. Just because, you know, fuck them. Stupid animals. What I should really do is actually get the meat that I dropped inside the house and drop it back outside, because the warm interior of the building is going to cause the meat to decay at an accelerated rate. I'm glad that the bear's back, though. This is a unique opportunity for us. I shouldn't really go and take the fight to the bear, but I'm feeling fairly fucking gun-ho, so let's do it. Damn wabbits, that's right. Okay, so all of this meat, again, I took up an excessive amount of it just to try and increase our scent by a stupid amount. Let's go to our ET tab. What's the worst condition one? 53%? No? Yeah, 53%. Let's get that down us. And then get that down us. We'll eat the worst stuff first. And then we'll eat this one. Just doesn't seem to be keeping very well, the venison. Right then, let's drop the remainder back outside. Is there melee combat? Can you just fight the bear with your bare hands? There's not melee combat as such. Basically, when you do encounter wildlife and it does pounce on you, you get, like, not necessarily a quick time event, but you get basically an opportunity to choose a weapon, either your knife, your hatchet, or like a crowbar, to puncture, to, I think, slash, or to... It's puncture, slash, and scare, I think. You can use the crowbar just to basically scare the wolf, just lamp it one, without doing any real damage. You can use the hatchet to sort of, like, cleave at it, which, when you're being mauled, you don't really get the backswing, and it's not the biggest hatchet in the world. It's not got a two-hand fire axe. You won't get much from swinging it. And then, lastly, you've got puncture, which is by far the most effective at killing the wolf, which is, but 9 times out of 10, if you get a decent puncture event where the wolf actually stays on for the duration, like he's, like, really desperate, really hungry, you can get, like, a decent kill from it. The actual deer is there. It makes me think that maybe the bear did bleed to death. I know this is me going out in the middle of the night, picking more fights than I should be, but I am curious. There he is! Hello, my friend. Now, I want to make sure I'm closer to the house, just because if I don't land my first shot, the amount of time he takes to rebolt his rifle, I'm not going to get a second chance. So it's one hit or nothing. So I need to come back over towards the house. This black bear is worth this much trouble. His hide is worth this much trouble. Now, cooking the meat is going to be a pain in the bum. God knows that's true. But it's everything else. What I might do is I might grab just a little bit of food, so I've got a little bit of a scent, because the wind is obviously a little bit more easygoing. Just grab a little bit of venison. There we go. I've got just 1 bar of scent. And hopefully that's enough to draw Big Blue in. Now, he's going to take a little bit of time to get here, that's no secret. But it's all about waiting. For anybody wondering, we are actually quite proficient in our different skills. We are now, let's see, very close to unlocking the rifle level Mark III, which currently gives us 15% crit chance, 20% increased accuracy, and a decent repair. You've become skilled with the rifle, you're able to hit things further away, you've developed a better feel for how your shots can be most effective, and you know how to keep your rifle in good condition. We are currently top-tier cookers. We are the Gordon Ramsay of the Canadian wastes, and we are also pretty good at harvesting deer, as it were. Now again, the trick is tempting Big Blue out here. Any second we should see him. Let's just get up on the perch. He should be on his way. They're quite slow, black bears, like when they're wandering around. There he is! Hello, mein Freunden! Okay, he's got our scent. He's coming the right way. So, I think instead of shooting him from up here and only risking grazing him, I think in a similar fashion to, you know, trying to hit as many vital organs as possible, get the bullet deeply embedded in him, and having a better chance of hitting his head, I'm going to attack him from the front. So I'm going to wait just until he's close enough down here at the end of the slipway, and I'm going to let my round go here, and then make a run for the house. Again, ideally I want to catch him when he's moving like that, and not any earlier or later. Now I am just going to quickly throw something on the ground here, because I'm a little bit, in fact, I'm a little bit overburdened at the moment, just because I'm so tired. And I can't throw anything on the floor just yet. This guy's having real trouble with his rifle. I wonder if that's because I'm overburdened. I'll need to snapshot him. snapshot tube 1. The little flick at the end there. Yeah, my character's apparently really struggling to keep his rifle on center. So that's 2 rounds. We're going to have to sleep. I didn't want to, but looks like stamina affects your shot more than it used to. Hopefully my aim will be steadier now that I've got a bit of sleep. Makes sense. Didn't know it was a mechanic, but it does make sense if it does. Yeah, that's way steadier. Okay, you need to be like fresh as fuck. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. You know, in all the time I've played this game, I did not know that was a mechanic. Now, we did hit him, at the very least. Let's get another couple of rounds in. Uno and dos. So that's 3 rounds expended. That's what they're here for. Handshaking. Shh, you didn't see anything. Let's just eat that bit of food that we've got with us, and let's take the hunt down to the bear again. Let's eat the gammy meat first, or the gamey. See the fog bank rolling across there. That's interesting. Game's usually a bit more subtle than that. Let's step into the fog bank. Where is it? We are now in the fog bank. Or maybe that's the fog bank receding. Looks like that's the fog bank receding. God, that's really weird. So, again, any sign of blood? No signs of blood, so it didn't even hit home again. Again, that's probably because our stamina was so bad. Again, we find ourselves overburdened. I know it's sloppy, but I positively have to kill this black bear. I need to get his hide curing as fast as possible. And this is the only way to do it, unfortunately. Ah! Aha! There you go. He did bleed out. We did hit home. You bastard. Okay, so 3 rounds to the kill isn't too bad. He's further away than from the house than I would like, but this is fine. 5% fright. He only recently bled out, bless him. Looks like we hit something important. Let's go for quarter. Quarter the animal. Beautiful. Okay, so the hunting knife is knackered, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to have to quarter it with the hatchet, which is going to take a lot of its condition, but that's okay. Right, so we need the black bear hide. Don't necessarily need the guts just yet.
Too heavy to carry.
It's the wolves that are going to come over and heckle me. That's my concern, first of all. I need to grab a fresh knife for when we're out and about. There's a couple of wolves that live just over the hill there. We're currently close to carrying capacity, hence why we're walking so slowly. I'm going to need to offload my rifle, then we can carry a bit more. Have I read the new patch notes, Carrie? No, I've not read the new patch notes. Do tell me about anything that I need to know, though. If there's, I know there's a new area. I'm not sure of anything after that, though. God, I'm so happy that that fucking killed him. That's such a big deal. Not having to waste so many more rifle rounds for that. Am I wearing sandals? No, I think I'm wearing boots. I'm wearing homemade deer hide stuff. A technical term. I might go out and kill that deer as well while I'm at it. Might be a good idea. The Trapper's Homestead. I'm going to leave this just outside on the doorstep. You can see even our footprints haven't been fully snowed in yet. Down at the heel, it's still quite deep. This is interesting. Wildlife will no longer attack players during accelerated time unless they were already detected prior to this activity. This addresses an issue where players were being ambushed by predators during accelerated time actions. Oh, what? So like cooking, or yeah, well, maybe cooking's a bad example now, but you know, that kind of thing. Reading a book, so like you won't get jumped on. That's an interesting ordeal. Let's harvest this for some scrap. 45 minutes I can live with. Lovely, so we got a bit of scrap metal on us. Right, we want to drop this here, and it's accelerated. Ooh, hello. Well, that got considerably worse in a short time. It's also a silent blizzard as well. It's very, very quiet. Okay, let us drop this black bear hide on the floor in here. This is gold dust.
Might have to drop some gear.
This is absolutely... I'll just leave it there. That's absolute gold dust for me. I need that desperately. I read it on a forum. People kill wolves in the long dark by intentionally triggering the aggro to try and injure them with a quick time event. Don't know if that strat works with bears or meese. I'm not sure. No, I don't know either. That sounds a little bit... not cheatsy. I won't abuse mechanics all you like. You know, it helps you survive kind of thing. Yeah, Flavin's right. Drop your rifle. Did you answer my question, Flavin? How did we meet? When did you and I hook up, as it were?
I'm not sure I can carry much.
When did I add you... hooking up... By hooking up, I mean, when did I add you to my Steam friends list? Cooking can still be accelerated. Yeah, I know you can still accelerate the cooking, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to take my time with it. Drag it out. Enjoy the survival experience. Unless I get really bored of cooking 30 kilograms of bear meat. In which case I will have no shame in accelerating the time. So I've got the important bits. The bear meat is going to be a nice addition too. The guts are going to be good for fishing, so on, so on. Postscriptum, I was your medic. Ah, yes, there you go. That was a fucking amazing game. I love fucking Postscriptum. Yes, Flavin, that's the one. I forget. I do forget things. Now, were you the medic the first time I played it? Well, you're not one of the Q&A testers, are you? Any chance you'll join the Digby Discord for armour today, Bizzo? Don't get me wrong, I certainly could, and I certainly might.
Too much stuff to carry.
I could do. No, okay, we're stone dead stopped there, so we're going to need another run for this one, that's fine. Come back. Oh, no, okay. We'll have to get the last two together like that. Why do I still have venison on me? Why did I feel the need to bring that with me? It's actually extremely cold, minus 15 at the moment. And we're upwind as well, which means if there are any wolves down there, they will definitely have our scent on the wind. Hey, been a while since I've watched you. How are you doing, Yoshi Games? I'm doing pretty damn well. It's pretty damn well, sir. Apart from the small niggly fact of that I've got food poisoning, I have... we went out for a meal the other day, and I had some roulette hot wings, and I had some spicy chicken thigh off the bone, as the menu describes it. I am currently, like I say, recoiling from the fact that I was shitting for England last night. I didn't actually get really anything in the semblance of sleep. I am running on about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours tops of what wasn't sleep, but was more just knockout through exhaustion, which means as of this morning, I, really tried to get some shut-eye and didn't wake up until about 2 o'clock. So the worst is past. I'm not bog-ridden anymore, but unfortunately the exhaustion from it definitely has taken the wind out of my sails. I'm knackered. Right, so we're going to drink what little potted water I've got left. Speaking of which, I should actually go and find my bottle of water. It's just by the head of my bed. I'll just get a fresh one, because I've not been drinking. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Be 2 seconds, chat. Just go get a fresh bottle of water. That is fucking lovely. Holy shit. Oh, that's really nice. Hang on. Oh, the holy, it's like nectar. That's awesome. Right. Just readjust that on my chair. Lovely. And let's settle back in. Excellent. Right then. Okay, so what were we doing? Yes, sorry, I've already forgotten. I know we're going to get quite cold doing it, but bollocks to it. We need to go and retrieve the last few sets of these supplies before anything sort of really bad settles in. Obviously the weather's really bad, but I can follow my footprints to and from, you know, Hansel and Gretel style. In fact, you can actually see how much snow is falling as our footprints are nearly already filled in completely. Look at that. We literally only walked this way a mere few minutes ago, and that's it, the trail's dead. That is impressive amounts of snow. There's the last 2 sacks of meat. So instead of cutting it down into individual steaks at the moment, we have currently chopped it into quarters. So rather than harvesting the bear in a traditional sense, we have literally just cut huge swaths of the bear's body into food for us. But we need to prepare the meat before we cook it, and that's part of the trick here today. Gotta go to sleep, I've got school tomorrow. Good night, and take care, mate. Yeah, you too, sir. Enjoy the rest of your... Have a nice sleep, have a better sleep than I did.
I could be able to carry this load for much longer.
And we'll catch you next time. Bye, bye. Oh, I'm so stoked that Divinity's had like a patch. That's wicked. I feel like if this guy ever got out of this, he would live the rest of his life in Florida. Whoa. Is that a storm, or did a tree just fall? Did you hear that? Massive crack on the wind. Sounded like rockfall. They're going to get back inside. This is clearly a very serious blizzard. Well, it goes without saying. Let's get inside and start preparing some of the meat that we've got on us. Getting it ready for cooking, as it were. Get it ready for preparation. So we're going to need a new hunting knife, because our knife is knackered. Do you ever play any purely multiplayer games? I do play them, but I tend not to play them on stream. I tend to find that here at Long Live Quebec Industries, we thrive ourselves on single-player narrative gameplay. No, it's one of those ones. I'm not that good at multiplayer games. I know that seems weird when you know, if you're watching Womble and I'm getting hundreds of kills as the commander, but it's not that entertaining to watch. Unfortunately, because I'm literally just clicking buttons on a map. That's all I'm doing. I'm not, you know, getting any epic gunplay or anything like that. I'm literally just pressing buttons. There we go. Lovely. Right then, so yeah, I tend not to play multiplayer games, things like PUBG or Realm Royale, as the world seems to be moving towards now. God save us. Every day we move further from God's light. Do you know what I mean? Realm Royale, hey? It's dark times for humanity, friends. Right, okay. Thank you very much to Ouija065 for your tier 1 sub, mate. You're now at 3 months. Enjoy the dark brown bear, sir. You've moved up in the world. Your Armour Anti-Stassi streams were hilarious. Yes, actually, Anti-Stassi was very good fun. Yeah, I can't fault Anti-Stassi, they were great. Right, let's put those in there. Let's put these up here, like so. You can always have more rose hips. And let's prepare the meat. We need to harvest it. We need to get all 4.5 kilograms out. A little bit of a smaller bear, this one, it looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to be quite time efficient here. Did I not drop that firewood off? No, so I've got 6 sticks on me. Let's get a fire going. Do I have any sticks? Yep, 3 of them. Let's get the stove on then. Let's start cooking while we're preparing, because obviously we can prepare things while things are on the hob now. Now, I don't know whether I have to... I don't know how cooking meat's going to work. Do I put it in the hob? Do I boil it? Seems a bit strange for a bear steak. Do I just spit directly onto the hob and use my saliva as like an oil to fry the bear meat off in? Yep, it's all very grimace stuff, folks. Excellent. I haven't watched Womble in a while, but what is the status of the next bullshittery? I'm going to go and say it's 95% complete skeleton. It is Anti-Stassi bullshittery at Armour 3, and it is basically just... it needs to have the intro completed, which I imagine he'll be doing today, the outro completed, the centre, the content is done. and then it needs to have a final audio scrub, like where he goes through it and just polishes the turd, as it were, and then you're golden. Right, okay, so this gamey bear meat, it's going to take 1 hour and 6 minutes to cook. Dude, we just fucking jammed that shit in there. That's awesome. Right, okay, well, we're going to go and get the other stuff in. Right, okay, so we're going to drop the raw stuff out here just for now. Let's not mix our raw and cooked meats. Let's make a little bit of gap to them. Let's put the raw stuff here, because it's going to take us a long time to cook this all down. Let's take another one of those in, get some full-blown harvesting going, and then we'll move in from there. You can put meat directly onto the stove. Does it cook faster if you put meat directly on the stove? Is this quite an inefficient way of cooking it? It looks like a terrible way of cooking it. Is it slightly more efficient? If it is, I'll do it, but if not, then we'll leave it. This does not look like a submarine, Jules, no. Any games you're excited about from E3? No, unfortunately not. I've adopted a somewhat Wombleite stance on the E3 presentation. And allow me to say my party piece to you in a less ranty format than Herr Womble does. First things first is that everything you were shown at E3 was undoubtedly choreographed to within an inch of its life. Everything in the E3 presentation is designed to generate hype. And hype is the thing that basically is responsible for a lot of bad decisions when it comes to pre-ordering game content. I'm actually just going to leave this in here for the time being. I'm just going to throw it on the floor. It should keep, and if not, I'll move it outside. Oh, don't put it in the wood. Now, so yeah, basically, it's one of those ones. You don't want to have... Well, there you go, they're cooking quite... Oh, there we go, cooked. Look at that. Let's take them out. So let's pick this up. Doesn't look like you can cook right on the hob. No, it doesn't look like it unless I drop it and put it on like that. There you go. That's even slower, that is. Okay, so using the cooking pots are better. Okay, we're learning together, folks. Let's drop that. Not that one there. Let's add some cook. Oh no, it's about the same. Okay, fine. Makes really no difference. Okay, so I might as well just leave them in the fucking pots then. Just wait for them to cook like that. In fact, nah. Well, we'll cook those ones on the pots. Right, yeah, it's one of those ones like of course it was, but there are companies that are still trustworthy, like CD Projekt Red. Yeah, it's one of those ones though. It's like, be sold on gameplay closer to the time rather than something that has been specifically designed for you to feed on. Like, they've shown you the concept of the world, which is nice, and people are hyped for the concepts of the worlds. Cyberpunk, for example, looks beautiful, but unfortunately it's not worth doing something like pre-ordering, because whilst what they've shown you is really nice, and it is a pre-rendered animation or cutscene, even if using the in-game engine, it doesn't represent the final gameplay. It doesn't represent the final representation of the game in its finished state. And if you were to pre-order it now thinking, that looks amazing, I'm really going to like it, you're just getting suckered into it. Like, the game could be bad on release, but you've already paid for it. So it's one of, they've already got your money off you kind of thing. It's one of those ones, like, it's like Assassin's Creed. They can make amazing cutscenes of Assassin's Creed, an insane animation budget, a marketing budget, but then the game is actually pretty crap. Now, yes, okay, there are trustworthy companies coming out of E3, but that doesn't mean that you're not principally being fed the same, like, I don't want to call it propaganda, this isn't the Second World War, but the same, getting fed what you're expected to see kind of thing. Like, it's much more reasonable to go, actually, this is just exactly what this company wants to show me. Yes, it's hyped me. Yes, I'm looking forward to it kind of thing. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing the cutscene trailer. I'm going to be playing the game, and it's the gameplay that is going to keep me fascinated for however much time. I imagine The Long Dark here doesn't really have an epic trailer, or didn't have an epic E3 presentation at the time, but the gameplay is fucking stacked. Like, Cyberpunk might be nothing more than a series of fetch-carry quests. Do you know what I mean? And a couple of, generic sort of shoot rooms. You know, it could, whilst the world looks incredibly rich from an external perspective, the actual gameplay, the content, might be a bit bare bones. You don't know until it releases. Sell you the game. Exactly, nobody. But it sells you the game to the detriment of... Yes, okay, you're absolutely right. It does sell you the game. But it sells you to the game to the detriment of sensibly avoiding something because you don't know what it is. You wouldn't buy a car before you'd test driven it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want to have some idea of what you're getting before you buy it. And unfortunately, gameplay trailers just aren't that. Selling something based on gameplay is only valid when the gameplay showed represents the essence of the experience. There was a horror game, I don't remember which, sold on 10th Sneaky Horror, that's right. Oh god, here we go, fucking many paragraphs are being sold here. Can I get a burger from everything that says on the menu? Instead of 2 buns and a patty being showcased, it's something that's missed. Yeah, that's right. The Division 2 is a perfect example of scripted gameplay, voice actor, etc. Yes. I'll leave you with a quote, which I actually made up. And this regards specifically to the hype behind the games TES 6 and Fallout 76, the Elder Scrolls. A game should... This has got more wisdom in it than I'm used to, alright? But it's that a game should have to earn its reputation and not inherit it from previous titles. Bethesda's perfectly capable of making a bad Elder Scrolls game. It might not live up to... I mean, if you ask a lot of people, Fallout 4, for different reasons, wasn't as good as New Vegas, at least from a storytelling perspective, and I feel like you play games like Skyrim for the storytelling. So it's one of those ones, like... It's, yeah, really turning into Womble, yeah. I know, yeah, there's a little bit more wisdom in that. Missed you in the Alice stream. Am I a Resident Evil fan? No, I've never played Resident Evil. Oh no, I might have played it once at a mate's house, but no, never been into it. Are people saying CD Projekt Red is such a trustworthy company probably should do some research because of how they tend to treat their employees? My buddy worked there for a few years and haven't had anything positive to say. Blasphemy is by default a masterpiece. Exactly, Kamikaze, and it's that mentality that does worry me. It's like, I think... And to be fair, with regards to the Fallout 76, like that crazy £100+ pre-order, that T-51 helmet does look really nice. Like I can't argue with that as a material thing. Yes, in a way, but no. At the same time, I wouldn't spend 130 quid just getting it to put on a shelf. Do you know what I mean? It's nice, but it's yeah, one of those ones. Is the meat burning? Yes, the meat has literally just cooked over. You are right. Let's get another couple on the stove. It's going to take us a long time to cook all of this, which is nice. It's good. It's how it should be. You shouldn't be able to just mass cook them. This is how the game is intended to be played. If you can find like a decent stove though, like the farming, actually that's an interesting point. The farmhouse in the Pleasant Valley has like a proper stove, like a proper coal-fire stove, or coal-fire stove. So it has like a really big place to cook on. So you might even be able to massively improve your output there if you were to do cooking like this. That's quite an interesting concept, actually. This is all at 83%. I need to make sure that it doesn't get any lower than 50. I'm going to go outside and prepare the other pieces of meat. That's how I got... I swear there's like a moose or something hiding somewhere. I keep hearing like noises like... I don't know. That is my impression of a moose. So that's at 85%, that's at 83, so it's definitely deteriorating faster in my inventory than it is out here. Just head inside, prepare this, cut it up, put it back in. What about Smash Ultimate? Never been into the Smash games either. I know it's a blaspheme to say, but I've just never been that into it. How tired am I? About halfway, that's alright. Let's harvest this up. Yeah, it's just never tickled my fancy. Great world, building from the books. It's not that world now, is it? Yeah, that's right. Good luck getting his attention. What's Oi, D&D Talk 7 PM Thursday on TSU in. D&D Talk. What is it? Are we just talking about the game? Is it a text? Is it a teletext version of What's It? Also, Messi, I don't know whether you were here earlier in the stream, but apparently Divinity Original Sin has 2, the second one, the one that we played, has re-released itself as part of the Definitive Edition. There you go, they've just ticked over behind there. Has literally re-released. Oh, inedible burns.
This gear is slowing me down.
Oh, you actually chisel it off the inside. Where was that inedible one? Where did that get to? Does it just destroy it? Oh, that's a shame. Well, we've got loads of bear meat, so fuck it. Let's put the fresh stuff outside. I heard, not yet though, right? I heard it was releasing in August. Ooh, I swear I hear an animal. Like, proper. It's a beautiful sunset. Right, let's stay focused on what we're here to do. We'll drop this stuff off here. All of this fresh stuff. And then we'll drop this stuff up here. That's all the stuff we've just cooked. I should have really got some fresh stuff on there. We'll take that inside with us. We need to grab some of this venison. We're looking for mouldy stuff to eat. Mouldy. There we go. Because you want to eat the mouldy stuff before it goes truly rancid, so... Yeah, 45. Let's get that down us. Yeah, and then we'll have a drink of water. We're going to have to literally have, like, cooking days in this game where we do nothing but cook. It's quite a lot. And it's using a hell of a lot of firewood, bear in mind. I've actually got a buttload of firewood on me. Did I bring in that thing? Yes, I did. Harvest this up, and let's actually get some on the hob whilst we're harvesting here. Oh, you fucking... Let's go out and grab a couple of pieces of steak. Didn't actually bring any in with me to cook. It's not just games, though. We are in a time where we pay for stuff online all the time without knowing what it's going to look like when we get it. I swear to God, there is something outside this house in this rock. Can you not hear it? It sounds like a moose. But I'm not sure. I promise you, I'm not going mad. There's some kind of animal stuck in this rock. I think it's spawned oddly. Something outside is going every time I open this door. Am I going stir crazy? Is it behind the house? I don't think so. I'm gonna go and fucking look for this bastard in a second. Let's get both of these on the hob. It's going to be an hour. Let's harvest these up. How long is this going to take to do? 25 minutes. It's a Kiev class carrier. Yeah, just peeks out from under the rock. Hello, it's a Kiev class carrier. 39 minutes to go and find what the fuck is trolling me. How much lantern fuel have I got? Loads. More than 80%. I'll be back. Don't burn. Listen. That scared me then. That was fucking close. I can't be dealing with this, man. Like, at all. Look at this, we've got little rocks around our campfires now. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, fucking hell. Honestly, it's scaring me so much. Like, it doesn't sound like a wolf or a deer. It sounds like it's got meaty breath. It sounds like either a black bear or a fucking...
Feels like night is coming.
It sounds like a moose. It does. Oh, dude, it shits me up every time I leave the house. It's just the door. No, it's 100% an animal. Unless the door is playing the wrong sound. Maybe like it's bugged as part of the update. But, like, there's something not right about that. Right, let's get back indoors. Did you check on the roof? No. Did not check on the roof, in fact. How long has this got left? 14 minutes. That just went up then. No, 15. There you go, 13. It's going down. All is well in the world. I might quickly make a coffee, like in-game, and then go from there. What's that? 49. Let's eat that. That's a little bit worse for wear. Do I have any water on me? No. Let's just grab some fresh stock. Nice. Going to be sort of cooking into the night here. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. It's all good. It's going to take us a little bit of time, but it's fine. I'm alright with waiting. Probably just need to oil the door up. No, 100% something takes a breath outside the door. It's 100% something taking a breath. It's really fucking scary as well, because the last one sounded like it was right fucking next to me. Yeah, that shit me up, big time. I need to go set those snares again. Something to do in a bit. It's a good thing I've got a good supply of firewood, otherwise this would have taken a really long time. Bear meat. Bear meat. Let us make up a litre of coffee. That's going to take 14 minutes. Cook that. Quite a quiet night, not much going on. I've got my tin of Bovril. Got some Bovril on. My nice gravy drink. God, that actually looks... Did you actually look at like the animation of that coffee? That actually looks stunning. That looks that's exactly what I imagined. Like, I know from its like the Long Dark is very stylistic in its design, but that looks really fucking good, don't you think? Like, that's exactly what, pretty much exactly what coffee boiled in that state would look like. It's awesome. It's Slenderman. It could be. It might be the whales. They could have devised some sort of kelp-breathing equipment and are now making their way on land to have some sort of cold water's revenge. It's not. I won't put it. I won't dismiss it completely. It's entirely possible. Okay. Well, we're just going to take a knee, just sort of in front of the fireplace here, and just wait for things to finish up. I imagine that's really hot to open the fucking thing with. There we go, cooked. Let's get that coffee down this. Add a bear steak to it. There we are. Now we just twiddle our thumbs for a little bit. We'll talk some shit in chat. How are we doing? Do you plan on doing anything similar to anti-Stasian armour ever again if you find something else fun or cool? Vincent, the plan with anti-Stasi as of this moment in time is to, at some point in the near-ish future, ZF near future, is to play it again, but this time invite more people to play so that we can actually have large-scale guerrilla operations. So rather than just having 5 or 10 people, 3 or 5 people, having 30 or 40 people on, so that we can actually coordinate large-scale attacks against Russian bases, which should be really cool. Magmuros, got to go now. That was nice. Thanks for the stream and chat. See you later, my friend. Good. It's a sound bug. Thank God. No need to be scared anymore. Can confirm. Hello, can confirm getting the exact same thing. Hello, can you give us some information on what kind of audio you're using? Anything else? With or without headphones, glitch happens. Haven't had anything like that since before patch 1.3. Thanks for the info. Next time you hear this issue, could you please share the debug log with us? Information about how to share posts. I backed up the saves that did a reinstall, which seems... I backed up saves and did a reinstall, which seems to have solved it. Never mind, after the reinstall, the same audio bug has begun happening again. Cool. Okay, well, it is just me being a scaredy pants then. I look forward to the next long dark patch. Excellent. It's all good. Got 52 minutes to wait. We'll probably cook 2 more steaks, then we'll slither into it. Oh, do you know what? We're just... There we go. I think we'll just do it like that. Otherwise, we will be here forever. Fuck the immersion. Cook. Cook. Black bear meat. Why is that one only going to take 28 minutes? Have I put a fresh steak in there? Why is this one only going to take 28 minutes? Oh, I guess maybe it's like one of those steaks that's like smaller. Maybe it's like 0.4 of a steak. So maybe the full amount. Okay, so we'll wait for this one. Take that out. Wait for that one. Take that out. In fact, it would be easier to just hopscotch them, to be honest. Yeah. Let's go and get some fresh stuff from outside. Actually need to bring stream chat back up as well. I've closed it to check that Steam post. There it is. Good, good, good. Here we go. Listen for the sound. That's gonna fuck me up big time. Like, I'm gonna be so fucking scared at all times with that now.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Let's get back inside. How well do you think you'd actually survive in this situation? Terribly. I'd die within a day, 2 days. Here we go, look at this. That's done. So let's hopscotch them like that. That one's only 29 minutes. Cooking paused. Oh, fuck, I ran out of fire. Good time to go to sleep then. I'll wake up and carry on cooking them in the morning. What are the odds that Q forgets about the sound? Oh, definitely, 100%. 100% that I forget about the sound and scare myself silly. It's going to happen. There's no ifs, no buts. It's an inevitability at this point. Okay, do I have any sticks still? I do. Let's get a fire going. Continue cooking. It's nice that it pauses as well. It doesn't reset like the other one. When you ran out of fire before, it just used to reset to the start. Now it actually pauses, which is really nice. Wicked. Right then, if you do end up doing another anti-Stasi game, can I come and play with you? I mean, it's one of those ones. I think it's going to be quite open-ended, so yeah, I don't mind. Absolutely can come and play if you want to. Right, let us cook that. Pinch. Put another one on. Cook that. Wait time. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Just hopscotch between the two. It's like quite time efficient. Just bibbidi bop. That's a 29-minute.
Carry this load for much longer.
That's an hour. That's 7 minutes. That's an hour. I've run out of fire again because I'm not paying attention. Light that up. Lovely. Since you work with glasses, do you have any tips for people who wear glasses? Anything that people usually do wrong? What do you mean exactly? Are you talking about tips? Joe's tips and tricks to using your specs properly? It's one of those ones. I work in repairs and adjustments. If you find that you're having to get your glasses adjusted a lot, the single best piece of advice that I can give you is actually to take them off two-handed. There's none of these ones where, like, bathe it in bath soap for 3 days, and your lenses will never get dirty again. Like, I don't have any like weird trade secrets like that. But quite literally, if you oh yes, fire starting expert. That is very nice, actually. Just cook those up now. Sorry, that's the last of that. Cool, let me just go and get the last of the stuff from outside. There we go, that's the majority of it done. It's actually, so yeah, the best piece of advice that I can give you is just to take them off 2 hands. Oh, wow. Fucking hell, it's so, that actually hurt my eyes then. Fucking Jesus. Fucking, my retina! It's fucking scorched. Holy crap. Goodness grace. Yeah, a lot of this is kept well. It's good. Let's drink up. Excellent. So another load of meat for us to survive on, which is nice. We'll go through and we'll cook these last few pieces. Maybe do a little bit of wood cutting, and then I'm actually going to have to call it there. I need to go and actually eat something, because I haven't eaten anything in about, like, fucking... about like 18 hours. I haven't eaten anything at all because I've been sick. Going snowblind through the screen. Yeah, literally. Well, and the LA Noir be coming back, Josh. It's one of those ones I really need to sit down and sort it. But, you know, I'm going to say maybe. If it comes back, it'll be sort of my treat, as it were. Cook and cook. I hate those ones where it's like 1 hour. There we go. Cook and cook, so it's not too much slower. I love the mechanic there. I think it's amazing. 65 degrees in here now. The radiant heat from the stove is actually quite powerful. So half an hour, and then a full 1 hour. Lovely. Just in time for sunset. Just in time for us to maybe go out and grab some more firewood. Might be a good idea. I love how easily you lose your attention. Always in the middle of a sentence and something comes up, totally makes you forget what you were saying. I do unfortunately have the attention span of somebody that doesn't have a very good attention span. What was I saying? Yeah, no, it's yeah, I have actually totally forgotten what we were talking about. This is why I have chat. I need like 500 of you to remind me where the hell I was. Yeah, we ain't getting firewood in this weather. I can fuck off. We're staying indoors for this one. We could sleep it out. Let's do some clothing repair. Let's maybe go out and set some snares. Just behind the house, where the rabbits wander. Let's grab the snares. They're pretty mangled, haven't assembled them properly yet. We can do some clothing repairing once we get back inside. What's the sole purpose of this game? In this particular mode, my friend, we are playing survival, in which... Oh, well, obviously that's no secret, but... Can I get Clive? Clive, can you help me get a kill here? The rabbits, they're overstaying their welcome. They're getting too close to the house. I wonder if it is just the lack of sleep losing me to cause attention. I think it is. Ah, Finny, how you doing, my man? How long have you been there? Ages, probably. Oh, that was close. Nice one, Clive. I was going to call him Finny then. Finny the Rock. Finny the Rock Johnson. It bounced! You fucker! Where have you gone? Clive? Ah. Right, let's just lay some snares. A jar of sauce. Oh, they added a decent crunch to that. Are there any others? Maybe not. We'll just lay some snares out here in the off chance there's some rabbits hiding in a rabbit hole somewhere. Put a snare by that tree. And this snare spot has done quite well for us in the past, so we'll pop a snare there. I forgot to drink, I did. It's quite cold out, very cold out now. As you gradually survive for longer and longer in this game, the blizzards get more and more harsh. So unfortunately we're sitting in the middle of some really severe weather, which is why I'm going to patch up a lot of my clothing. Bite his head off like a real man. Yeah, I suppose. Right, harvest him. Like that, and that. Lovely. Who come up with the name Clive first? Clive is, I think, a Womble reference, isn't it? My guy's Larry the Coconut. Back when we played Stranded Deep. That was awesome. Actually, how much fire do I have left? Can I cook this rabbit before it... Oh my god, it only takes 5 minutes to cook rabbit. 42 minutes? Yeah, I can get away with that. Awesome. It's almost like I planned it. Which I didn't, believe you me. Let's just get this rabbit hide curing. And then tomorrow, it's probably going to be tomorrow now, we can worry about maintenance of equipment. So let's not drink just yet. Yeah, let's eat first and then drink. Who's this imposter? Oh, that's Larry. Bounced off his chair. You sit there, son. Right, and then we go for a drink. Then we make sure we turn our lantern off. There we go. That's cooked. Turn the lantern off. Grab the last little bit of meat from the stove. There we are. Past time. Take that. I guess we just hit the hay early. Lovely. Wunderbar. Is Clive's Twitter still up? No idea. Oh. Bing bing. The Aurora, ladies and gents, has come to visit. Electrical equipment is now powered for a very short time. Not that we can make use of it here, we're living out in the sticks. I'll go and show it you, it's quite pretty. Fucking door. The Aurora. Beautiful. It's very nice out here. So, for anybody that doesn't know, the basic story of The Long Dark, and this is the premise to it. The Aurora Borealis here, the Northern Lights looking thing, is actually an electromagnetic phenomenon that causes a surge in electrical equipment, and is actually the reason for us crashing here in the first place. Our actual character is like a bush pilot, but for Northern Canada, Canada, and essentially we were running a doctor and some supplies far north in bad weather, and the Aurora hits and causes our plane to crash several miles from here. We come to in Mystery Lake, and it's where we've been basing ever since. But this is the phenomenon that caused our plane to crash, and it comes around only at night. It's very pretty. Now, the strange thing about it is that somehow, during the Aurora, electrical equipment that should otherwise be broken actually works. So, in terms of this torch that I'm carrying here with me, it's a banged up flashlight, and if I could show you the front of it, the actual front of the flashlight, I've got one inside, is actually cracked. It shouldn't work, the bulb is smashed. And yet, there you go, you see? It's all smashed on the front. A banged up flashlight. It doesn't work during the day, and it doesn't work during nights that the Aurora isn't here, but for whatever reason, the Aurora causes it to work. And you can hear that like electric static on the wind. Random radios. There you go, that's the high beam for this torch. That should give you just how much of an idea of how much power there is in the air, how much electricity, how much charge there is. When I turn this torch's high beam on, it's absolute whiteout. You can see that. And you can use that for scaring animals during the aurora. But it's really a testament to just how much raw energy there is in the air at the moment. To the point where the Carter Hydro Dam just over yonder would actually fire into life, and the turbines would spin up while you're in there, creating very high voltage electricity, which can actually be lethal to the player if you tread on the wrong cable, which is why the Carter Hydro Dam is such a dangerous base in comparison to this one. The fact that there's no electricity here is actually a blessing rather than a curse. It is beautiful there. Sort of at the height of it. And the strange thing about the phenomenon as well is that it causes... Is there a radio in this game? I believe so. Yeah, not magic, but some kind of unexplained scientific phenomenon. So yeah, magic. It's yeah, the other odd quirk to the Aurora Borealis at this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country, is that the animals become very, very aggressive, mindlessly aggressive during this phenomenon. Their eyes glow a sort of a very dull green, and so do their bodies. They have this green charge to them, which causes them to basically ignore their own preservation and just go on a dangerous attack, and just like that, it ended. Eventually this torch is going to die. Interesting that it's retained its charge. Oh no, there it is. It's firing back up again. It affects some sensitive equipment sometimes, not animals. Yeah, the real one doesn't affect animals, but there you go. So you'll see there in the top left, even though the battery in this torch is dead, when we're standing here like this, it's actually charging the cell. It's very nice. You can understand why I don't really go out at night, though. It's too dangerous with the amount of wildlife. But in any case, I digress. I'm going to love you and leave you here with the sound of the aurora humming us away. So that's it. I've got to go and eat some stuff now, make some food, because holy shit, when you've not eaten for like 18 hours, you suddenly realise just how hungry you are. So I am going to... Well, it's actually closer to... We actually didn't... Well, we had dinner at like 5 o'clock. So yeah, about 18 hours. So yeah, I'm going to... In fact, it's actually nearly 24 hours since I ate anything. So I am going to bugger off now and go and, I don't know, make a sandwich or something, make some pasta. I haven't decided that far yet. But hopefully I will catch you all... yeah, next time for the next stream. Don't know what we'll be doing tonight, if anything. I don't know what we'll be doing then or thereafter. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. I don't know whether I'll be playing with Digby or doing something with Soviet or just chilling and watching the Warhammer stream. Tends to be what I do most days. Really depends how much of this exhaustion from the sleep deprivation that I can shave off. So I'll probably have a bit of a nap as well before we're due to start. So yes, I've been Long Live Quebec. Thanks very much for coming, and I will catch you all next time. Toodaloo.
I would do anything for a drink right now.